Hello, everyone. This is Teacher Millet, and I'm back. I hope everyone's doing great. So, a lot of English learners tell me that they have trouble with the question, do you mind? So, paano nga ba natin sasagutin yung tanong na to? It's a bit of a complicated question to ask and answer, probably because if we're okay with what's being asked to us, we usually say, sure, no problem. But it's a totally different situation if this question would be asked to us. And for today's English lesson, I'm going to show you the two ways how to use and answer the question, do you mind? Since it's a very common question in English conversation. Let me discuss first the meaning of the word mind. The word mind means to be bothered or to be upset by. So if someone asks you, do you mind people smoking in a restaurant? It means, will you be upset or would you be bothered by people smoking in a restaurant? Now, how are we going to answer this question? It depends on the situation. So, here's the first situation. If the question being asked to you is not a problem, just like this one, do you mind if I sit here? The answer should be, no, I don't mind. Please have a seat. Diba usually when someone is asking if they can sit with us, ang sagot natin is, sure, go ahead. But with this question, we cannot respond that way. So let's continue. Here's the question. Do you mind if I open the window? No, not at all. Please do so. Do you mind if I turn on the TV? No, go ahead. Do you mind if I leave work early today? No, not at all. So here's the second situation. If someone is asking you, do you mind if I sit here? And if you think that it's not a problem, the usual way to answer it is to say, I'm sorry, and then state a short reason why it's a problem. It's like this. I'm sorry, this seat is taken, or I'm sorry, I'm waiting for someone. Do you mind if I open the window? I'm sorry, I feel cold, so please don't. Do you mind if I turn on the TV? I'm sorry, I'm studying right now. Do you mind if I leave work early today? I'm sorry, we're too busy today. So that's how you answer if you think it's a problem. Do not forget to say I'm sorry to make it sound polite and then state your reason why it's a problem. So here are ways on how to use the question, do you mind? First, you can use it when asking someone to do something for you. We say, do you mind plus the verb ing. Example, do you mind closing the window? Do you mind helping me with my homework? Do you mind smoking somewhere else? You can also use do you mind plus the word if and the sentence. Examples, do you mind if I sit here? Do you mind if I close the window? Do you mind if I smoke here? Note that we generally do not say, do you mind you or do you mind if you, just like, do you mind you smoking somewhere else? Or do you mind if you smoke somewhere else? These sentences are not natural. So instead, we should say, do you mind smoking somewhere else? By the way, we can say, do you mind? With an upward intonation to show someone that they are annoying or bothering us. In this way, do you mind means you are annoying me or I want you to leave me alone. So there's also a phrase, would you mind, which is a way to make a polite request. It's basically a short way to say, if it's not inconvenient, would you please? So, for example, would you mind lowering your voice? So it's similar to saying, if it's not inconvenient, would you please lower your voice? Okay, so here are some questions for you to answer. Well, your answers would depend on the situation, if you mind or if you don't mind. So, do you mind me turning off the lights? Do you mind if I ask you a question? Would you mind helping me clean the room? There. I hope you learned a lot from this video and you were able to answer all of the questions correctly. If you know anyone who might be interested in this English language point, feel free to share this lesson with them. Also, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. Thanks for studying today and see you again in my next video. Bye bye.